Okay, so today we're making a off-the-cuff recipe based on the ingredients that looked good in the grocery store. Got some pancetta, which is the Italian version of bacon. Ground it up in this pan until it's a little bit crispy, crunchy. It's like bacon, except Italian. Put it off to the side, left all of the fat in the pan, and threw my mushrooms in. And let them cook for a little while on about a medium heat. And of course they released a lot of liquid, which you want to cook off and make sure it's all gone. And you want to make sure that the mushrooms start to get nice and golden brown, because that's when the flavors just start getting really intensified, because it's caramelizing. So whatever sugars that the mushrooms have, which aren't a lot, are basically getting concentrated and put into a brown crust around the edges. So right now, we're doing pretty good on the browning. As far as cooking goes, recipes are all approximations. You never want to follow a recipe that says just do this for 5 minutes or do this for 10 minutes. You want to look at it and say, is that getting nice and brown? Is all the liquid evaporated? And in this case, yes, it has. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, which the cookbooks always tell you not to do, because when you add alcohol to a pan, it can catch on fire. But so far, it hasn't happened. And if it does happen, it goes out pretty quick. So I have a nice white wine. I picked it kind of at random. It says that it goes well with cheeses, and we're making a cheese sauce. So you always want to pair a white wine with a cream or a cheese sauce, and you want to pair a red wine with a meat or a tomato sauce. So the purpose of deglazing the pan, a little bit of fire there, that's why you're supposed to turn it down. Isn't that fun? It's catching on to the alcohol fumes as they're burning. So the purpose of this is to scrape up all of the brown bits that have gotten stuck to the pan. Alcohol has also been a pretty popular complement to cooking since alcohol existed. And when the alcohol burns off, it leaves the flavors behind. I did commit a cardinal sin, though. I didn't try it before I put it into my sauce. So we'll go on faith that it tastes okay. I'm going to try a little bit right now anyway. Nice. Not too sweet. Balanced, as they said, with tropical notes, green herbs. Okay. So you just want to cook this down until it starts to get a little bit thick, and bubbling is great. The worst thing that you can do is not cook off your alcohol, and then your dish tastes like a cocktail and not like a sauce. So, one of the things that I have learned from my Cook's Illustrated book is that for this kind of sauce, we're not going to do a roux, we're not going to thicken it with anything, we're just going to use plain ricotta, we're going to use plain gorgonzola. They're two excellent ingredients to begin with, so we don't need to really do anything to make them better. And if we cook them too much, the flavors start to get lost. So what I'm going to do is, after the pasta has boiled, I'm going to put the pancetta back into the mushrooms. I'm going to drain the pasta, put it back in that pot because we don't have a bigger pot to work with. And I'm going to add ricotta and gorgonzola to the hot noodles and toss it together so that the heat from the noodles is what melts the cheeses. I'll add a little bit of pasta water if it looks a little dry, and then I'll add our mushrooms and pancetta last and just mix it all together. And it'll be really nice and creamy. Hopefully, never done this recipe before, but that's where I'm trying to go with it. And hopefully it'll be nice and saucy, and there will be gorgonzola sauce that we can sop up with our bread. And it won't just be all kind of stuck and gummy like it was at the place that we went to, which was still really, really good. But I like the creamy sauce with stuff left over the sauce. I'll put a little bit of pepper in there. Why not? The secret of most good cooking is to just start with awesome ingredients, and then you don't have to really do anything to it. They just come together. So, pepper's always good. I don't know if this is actually coming out at all. And also, I also put some garlic in here. I put some garlic in when the mushrooms were almost done, because if you burn garlic, it tastes really bitter. So you want to put it in late in your saute. But the more you cook it, the less flavor you get. So I save some aside so that I can add it in when I put the cheese in to the hot pasta. Because if we want a really strong garlic taste, we want to just really, really lightly cook it, or else the flavor gets melded in with the rest of the stuff. So the other stuff we had might have had garlic in, we just couldn't taste it. Maybe it got cooked a little too long. And then the other secret of any good cook is you gotta taste as you go. I would say it needs more salt, but that's got a lot of salt, and that's got a lot of salt. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm thinking about herbs, but usually you want to add herbs last, otherwise their flavor gets lost too. So we'll see how the end product tastes. We've got some oregano, we've got some rosemary. I'm thinking it probably won't need it, but we have them. That's about it. Now we're just waiting for that water to boil. I think I need to pour some out. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off. And that's pretty much your cooking lesson. We can come back later when all the pieces come together and decide if it was any good. Cut. Cheers. Wonderful. Well, you haven't tasted it yet.
It smells amazing, so I can't imagine.
Applause.
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 Yay!
That's right.
There.
Oh, you're welcome.
Music, you're applauding. Sonia.
Oh, that's okay.
I know, I wish we had a bigger table.
Oh, we need a better light.
To deal with
I know, I
this.
can't find the switch for that one. That's what I was looking for.
Why?
For the overhead light.
Huh?
That's right. These bottles are the right size.
It's so romantic.
Look at my tubing.
Post-game analysis. What do we have?
Pretty full.
Empty bowl.
Empty bowl.
Empty.
So good.
Clean plates.
Thank
Clean
you. Clean it with
Sonia.
the bread, though. There we go. Anybody else who
She
wants
did
to get
it.
in on it?
Bettissimo.
Bettissimo? Bellissimo.
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 Exquisite. And the Luca wine.
No, that's not my glass.
Okay.
Let's do that again.
It was not
I can't
good.
have any more bread.
There. I'll take your plate because I'm going to go get the coffee. Cafe.
Perfect. Oh, we have biscotti too.
A little bit.
I guess it's up to you and me to clean, Mr. Cameraman.
You guys got the easy part.